Oh, that's a good one right there. Oh. Oh! Lord! Whew! You got snuck up on me right there, I'll tell you what. Glad you made it, I'll tell you that much. I'm just out here soaking up some sun, drinking my orange juice, and my tan on for them ladies, if you know what I mean. Just gonna put my orange juice down there for a second. Hey, while you're here, let me take your look around the car with me, huh? This is a 2000 Buick LeSabre Limited, completely bone stock, minus a couple of add-ons. Those add-ons include, this is a daily driver. It is plated right off the bat. You see the tires, you see the snorkel, you see the hood scoop. These are 33-inch Nitto Trail Grappler MTs, 12 wide, on 17-inch Crown Vic Steelies. I removed the fender in order to not only gain more clearance for the tire, but the snorkel. That is a 3-inch PVC pipe and into a dryer vent, with the flaps still included. Sorry, there's a tractor going by. Neighbors have no respect for anybody down here. To control the dryer flap inside there, I have a 100-pound test spider wire hooked to the flapper inside there, and I just tie it off while I'm driving down the road. And when I park it for the night or whatever, I'll untie this, and it closes it. It does the job pretty well. It is waterproof. I got silicone there. To ensure that the snorkel worked correctly with my headlights, I had to cut the blinker off, and that's totally fine because this is a blinker, so I still have blinkers. The car came to me completely tan, and we'll get to the story on that. For those of you that haven't seen the other videos of this car, I got this thing for $300. Saved it from the junkyard. Got it from an old man. Said that there was something wrong in the rear end and the transmission was messed up. It didn't shift correctly. I jumped in this son of a gun and I hammered on it from day one. I mean, I didn't even pay for the thing yet, and I was hammering on it. The transmission didn't skip a beat. The rear end, yes, it does sway and move, besides having the big tires on it, and that is because it has air shocks in there somewhere, and those are bad. Because believe me, if I could air them up rather than cutting the fenders, but I did what I had to do. I painted it black mainly to make the stickers pop, and it also looks a lot cleaner. The hood scoop is a Harwood 1980s Pro Stock. I picked it up for $15 at a local sale. Threw it on here with self-tap screws and about half a gallon of Bondo. Mint. This V6 is actually a diesel V8 LS swapped 4-cylinder 2.4 rotary engine. It runs off a single barrel, triple cured, negative 200 proof Jim Beam from the back shelf in the warehouse of every Walmart. If you're wondering about these battle wounds here, that's me from hitting it with an excavator. Show you the mufflers. This is a sextuplet baffle, one-piece, dual, converted, high flow, low tensile strength, best quality, complete fake titanium exhaust kit with custom sound deafening. So a little bit about these beautiful welds. You'll never see anything like this that has 100% quality on every inch. The sound deafening is actually just your regular house insulation, completely backed with spray foam. There are about 10 cans of spray foam, a layer of 2-inch hard foam insulation, 2 layers of house insulation, and it gives you an R rating of freedom. Now for the interior, it's a little bit different, more comfort. I don't mean adding a small piece of foam that you lay down inside of your canoe. I'm talking chairs. These things are straight out of the 60s. They smell like it too. They swivel, they rock, and they're comfort in every inch, and they just form. Oh, these chairs aren't going anywhere either. They have a metal foot, so I welded them straight to the floor. You see, I took out the carpet. The back seat's actually pretty well stock. The battery is underneath. It's pretty convenient back there. So a little fun fact about this car is that is the main wire harness right there. And in order to get these stock seats out of this car, I had to cut them out because I didn't have the right tools to remove them. So I just started cutting with the cutting disc, and then next thing I know, the car wouldn't start. Come to find out, underneath the carpet was the main wire harness. I cut completely through it, every single wire. So I had to sit there and take a day and rewire the whole thing. Had to figure out which wire went where. There are about 5 wires the same size, same color, same length. They go to the same place. It was a nightmare, but we figured it out. However, I don't have my RPM gauge, speedometer, my heater, air conditioning controls, which really stinks because it did have awesome air conditioning. We can deal with that though. And I'm not about to go back through this wire harness and try to figure out which wire is that, because that's just asking for trouble. Chances are the car won't run after that. In order to make these seats fit perfectly inside of the car, including keeping the door panels on, I had to cut the armrest off of the door panel itself. And I'll show you. Like a glove. Driver's window motor actually did not work, so I took it completely out, including the track that the window slid up and down on. So in order to put this window down, I just pop the door panel off, pair of vice grips up in there, I'll pop them off and I'll lower this window down. And when it's either raining or I'm done with it for the night, put it up, vice grip it together, stays in place. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go for a drive.